Who was the writer?
Imani Shakur.
How do you spell that?
I-M-A-N-A Shakur, S-H-A-K-U-R.
And who was the director?
He was the director himself and the writer of the script.
He was the writer-director.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what role was Mr. Mendelsohn supposed to play?
Financier, because he financed pictures.
He was supposed to be a financier, but he ended up stealing the movie from
Yes, kicking us out of the project.
He kicked you out of the project.
Yes.
Did you have an agreement with him as the financier?
We had an agreement, and
A written agreement?
yes, we had a written agreement, and later that agreement was reinforced with Bill Richardson in New Mexico, because I introduced Michael Mendelsohn to Bill Richardson to get some sort of package tax incentives from New Mexico, and we were supposed to have a small studio operating independently in New Mexico. So we flew down to New Mexico and introduced him to Bill Richardson, and we discussed the whole thing at his office at the state palace.
And why did Mendelsohn say he threw you off the picture?
Until this day, I don't understand why people do what they do, sir. They're just stupid. If I knew the answer.
But did he give you a reason? Or do
No
you just
reason.
think he's stupid?
I think it's stupid. No reason why he did what he did.
And was Brett Stevens involved in this picture in any way?
I don't remember.
You know Brett Stevens?
I don't remember, sir.
You don't remember whether you know Brett Stevens?
Sir, I don't remember. I answered the question.
Okay.
Maybe you want to call Bill Richardson if you know him and ask him yourself.
I'm asking you about Brett Stevens.
I don't know
I'm not
Brett
asking-
Stevens, sir, and I answered the question.
Okay.
So,
You were never involved in a film project with Brett Stevens?
Brett Stevens. I don't remember Brett Stevens.
You ever been to the Magic Castle?
Yes.
Do you know a guy named Milt Larson? Who owns the Magic Castle?
I knew the wife, and I knew the daughter.
You don't know Milt Larson?
I don't know. I don't remember meeting him. No.
Okay. You weren't introduced to Milt Larson through Brett Stevens? That's what you're saying?
He just said he doesn't know.
I don't remember.
Trying to refresh his recollection because Brett Stevens remembers him quite well. So I'm trying to refresh his recollection. So I'm telling him people that they had in common, so maybe I can refresh his recollection.
Well,
Okay.
Well, Johnny,
I know he's taking some medication, but
You know, Johnny, I used to drink a lot heavily 7 years ago, and I
but does that
don't
reflect?
remember.
Does that refresh your recollection or not?
Brett Stevens.
how did you meet the wife and the daughter of
Just
the
a
owner
second.
of the
Things are
Magic
coming
Castle?
back. Just a second. Brett
Oh,
Stevens,
okay.
short, white, fast talker. Yes, I think I remember Brett Stevens.
Now you remember him.
I said I think I do, sir. Yes.
Do you remember being involved in any business with Brett Stevens?
No, I was never involved in any business with Brett
never
Stevens. He used to. I think he used to
No,
come.
just answer the question.
No. No, sir.
So Michael Mendelsohn, how did he manage to throw you off the picture if you were the producer and he was just the financier?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know.
I can't answer that question.
No, I'm going to object
you
to
got
the
all the
terminology.
actors,
I'm
you got
gonna
all-
make an objection to the terminology, throw you off the picture, okay?
Well, that's what he said.
Apparently-
He said he sued him because he threw him off the picture.
I don't
He stole
recall
the
him using
picture.
those words. Well, stole the picture is not getting thrown
Well,
off
he stole the
picture.
picture. He stole the package from me.
And he asked you not to be involved, is that correct?
It's not that he asked me not to be involved. He just didn't report to me and the director, writer of the film, and he was proceeding with the film on his own. I find an article, in the Hollywood Reporter one time that he had another director for this picture, and then we asked him, "Why are you doing this?" I mean, Imani is the director. He wrote the script, and he just simply didn't answer to me. He wouldn't even pick up the phone.
And the director never sued him. The writer
Oh yeah, the director also sued him.
in the same suit you did?
Different.
In a different lawsuit. What was the result of that lawsuit?
I don't know, sir. They didn't.
Did they sue him
I
at
don't
the
know is the answer.
I don't know is the answer.
Yeah. The answer is, do you know where did he sue him in Los Angeles?
I don't know.
Why didn't the two of you sue him together? You brought him to the project.
Yes, we were
Right.
doing things separately. Sir.
Yeah. Why didn't all the actors support you?
Why?
Yeah.
Because
Objection, this calls for speculation.
Well, I don't
All
understand.
three of your questions, and you're not giving him a chance to answer anyway.
You're
talking
objecting.
over him.
You're objecting, so I don't get a chance to get an
He
answer.
can speak for himself. He can't speak for
Sir,
other
you
people.
said to me that you brought all the actors and put everything together, and this guy was just the financier.
Yes.
And you're cut out of the picture. And I'm asking, why didn't the actors? Did the actors support you? Did they bring a suit against him?
No, the actors are too busy for this, sir. They don't want to be. Yes, they don't want to be involved in all this drama. Either the picture goes, it goes. If it doesn't go, it doesn't go. And if I need him as a witness, I'll put him on. I'll put him as a witness. The thing didn't go anywhere, so there was no reason to use him as a witness.
But he made a movie and distributed a movie, correct?
The one picture, yes, because we didn't have enough evidence for the first one. It was just a verbal agreement, and it was me saying and here saying.
Well, wait a second. You told me a minute ago it was a written agreement.
Yes, we had an agreement for Crenshaw Boulevard, sir.
But you didn't have a written agreement for the first movie.
No, that's why we did an agreement for the second one, because he was acting funny on the first one. So.
Ah, okay. So on the first one, it was just an oral agreement.
Yes, sir.
You brought the actors, you brought Bill Richardson, you brought everything, the script, the writer, the director, you brought everything to the table
Yes.
to a financier, but you didn't bother to have a written agreement with the financier.
No, sir, I trusted him.
Did you have a lawyer at the time?
No.
Was the lawyer who sued him your lawyer before he sued him?
I didn't know the guy. There was another lawsuit. I don't remember now.
Another lawsuit? What's that?
I sued a guy by the name of James Ordonez from Tirana Entertainment. I put it
When did that occur?
2 years ago.
And you forgot about it until a second ago?
Yes, sir.
Well, okay, now you remember it.
I remember I sued another guy, yes.
Okay. And where did you sue him?
Here in Los Angeles.
In Superior Court or District Court, do you know?
We didn't file the lawsuit. We filed the documents. We sent them the documents ready for a lawsuit, and it didn't go. We just, Marty Singer, not Marty Singer, Marty Singer decided not to go with the lawsuit because the guy, we couldn't trace any of his official information.
Okay. What did Mr. Ordonez do?
Prior to the lawsuit, I had a package for a film based on a book that I wrote called Chronicles of the Mayan Tunnel. And I wrote a book, and Ordonez.
Let me just stop you there for a second. Was it a published book?
No, sir, I didn't publish the book.
When you say a book, then what was it actually?
It's a book. It's a book. It's a manuscript for a book.
A manuscript for a movie or a book?
Sir, I wrote a book.
Yeah, but you didn't publish it.
No, sir.
Okay. So it's a non-published book.
Yes, correct.
Do you have a copy of it?
Yes, sir. I have a copy, but I'm not going to give you copies of my book, especially it's not a published book yet. So I wrote a book, and you let me go on with the story so that I can tell you. I wrote a book, and I showed the book to my friend Wesley Snipes and Johnny Depp. And Wesley Snipes loves the script. He said, Raul, let's do a script on this book. Forget about the book right now. Let's just do a book. I'm in a script. So I called Johnny Depp, and he loved it. He loves the story. He says, I agree with Wesley. Let's do a film based on your book. So I brought in Ordonez from Tirana Entertainment to finance the script and the picture. It was an $80 million film. And I said, Ordonez, I have my attorneys. At the time, my attorney was Burfield's office. Alan Savaskia, Burfield's, Aaron Moss, and we got a contract from Tirana Entertainment, to finance and distribute the picture for $80 million